Now the onions this year, really disappointed. That's the ones I grew from seed, but we'll talk a bit more about that in a little while, because it's time to start. The potatoes, or the tatties, or the spuds, whatever you like to call them. Now, I ordered these from, where did I get them from? Just Seed, I think it was. And they come very well packaged. The variety we got is Sarpo Mira. Now, I've not done these ones before. These are a main crop. I'm not going to bother with the earlies and the lates and the mids, and I'll just go for the main crop now. Nice paper bag. Now you can chit, you can't chit. It's always a big debate every year. I tend to do it for one reason and one reason only. And that is to make sure they're viable. Now, they don't always shoot. So, if you put them in the ground and they don't shoot, if you get a rotten one, if for whatever reason they could contaminate the soil, and it's a waste of space. So we always look for the eyes. You can always keep an eye on them when you put them in. Keep an eye on them best, because if you do happen to by mistake get one upside down and it shoots downwards, they will come up. So you just turn it up the other way, and they'll readjust themselves to the light. And these actually look very good. Let's pop them in there. Now these will sit in the greenhouse. I've no need to take these indoors. Not that I've got any room in there anyway. Now I don't actually know. Now you used to buy them and they used to tell you how many you get in a bag. And that's something else I'll tell you about in a minute. So anyway, let's have a look. Let's get these in. Now there's loads of little chits coming on down the bottom there, and a couple there. So we'll put that one in that way and see what happens. Now these are a nice size. I'm quite impressed with these. And I don't think they were that expensive. I think they was about £5, £6. Now some of these, I think, depending how many we've got, I'll have a think. I may put them all in the allotment. I may put some in put a row over the plot and put some in buckets or something. We'll see. And talking of the allotment, I was looking at my diary last night. Do you know, I haven't been over the plot since the 30th of December. It's now the beginning of March. I dread to think what it's going to be like when I get over there. But I think what the decision's going to be is dig a little bit, plant a little bit. I think that's the way forward. So, what did we get with them? 25. Not bad at all. Right, let's stick them over there out of the way. I always try to seed every year, because you never know. It's a bit of fun, really. See if you can grow them from seed. If it works, it works. But you've always got the sets as backup. Now, getting back to how many you get in a bag, it says 340 grams. So depending on the size of the set and the weight of the set, it depends how many you get in a bag. Now the way I used to buy them was you get 50 onion sets in a bag for so much money. But it don't work like that anymore. So until you actually get them, you don't know how many you're going to get. Now we've got two different types here. We've got Red Baron and Stuttgarter, but these ones are labelled up Stuttgarter Giant, so I don't know if they're a variation of the normal. So let's get a try and have a look, see what we've got. I think there's more than 50 there, although there's a rotten one, we might only end up with about 50. Right, I'll find myself a little pot and I'll go through these and see what we can salvage. So we managed to get 96 out of the Stuttgarter. Now some of these have already started shooting in the bag, and it's pretty much taking all the life resources out of the bulb. So for what it's worth, it's not worth keeping. But there we've got either a few rotten ones or some of this too small to do anything with. I could plant them, but there's no guarantee. I've got 96, that's plenty for me. But that has used up the four trays that I did set aside for these. So for the red onions, I'm going to have to do some more trays. So I'm going to get these in first, and then we'll get onto the red ones. Now, onion sets, when you first do them like this, are not too fussy about the compost. Most compost has got enough nutrients in it to give the sets what they need, and what it can't is already in the set. You can mix it up with onion fertiliser and other types of feed, but for me it's just to get them started. Now we're going to keep an eye on them. Just make sure that they stay as bulbs and they don't go all squishy, which means I've had the life sucked out of them. I haven't sieved the compost, just take it straight out of the bag, pop it in the trays. I'll also check on them every couple of days because they do have a habit of pushing themselves out. So we'll just come back and push them back in. All right. Three to go. Right, let's have a little look at these, what was they? Red Baron. All in there. They look very good actually. I'm quite impressed. Got one there that started shooting, but it's still quite solid. Now the red ones, we managed to get 131 in total. I got me 96 from my 4 trays. We had 18 that are a little bit small to really do anything with. I may find a little tray somewhere, just chuck them in and see what happens, or put them in a pot somewhere perhaps. And we had 7 that were no good, that were rotten. So I think 7 out of 131 is good. Very good. Will I use them again? Definitely yes. Now the reason that I trim the tops off the onions is so it gives it a nice little clear way through for them little baby shoots to come through, giving them as least restriction as possible. So there's all my onions. I think I'm running out of room. Stick another couple over there. Do you remember back in January when I sowed my early vegetable seeds? Well, it was a bit of a lost leader. So where I've been decorating the dining room, I threw them all out in the back garden, put them on the table, just left them. Some had germinated and fell over, and I sort of just give up with them. Went out a couple of days ago, and this is what I come across. Now these were nothing when I put them outside, and these have been through the cold, the wind, the rain, and they've grown. Which makes me wonder, why do we bother putting them in compost, putting them indoors, putting them under lights, nursing them, when we could just chuck them in a pot, put them on the side, out in the garden, just leave them. This was the cauliflower, although it's a bit leggy, it all seems to have come back up. I'm going to have a go at potting them on, perhaps tomorrow, and see if I can get anything out of them. And even the spinach, although I've only got 3 is better than none. So, till next time, take care, and I'll catch up with you very soon. Bye-bye for now.